Welcome, everyone, to the Target Center in downtown Minneapolis, Minnesota. It's the home of the Timberwolves, where we're broadcasting from live today. Last outing for Minnesota, they won that game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
And if you look at the numbers, guys, I mean, what jumps out at you is the balance they had offensively.
Very satisfying road win because you're right. There was tremendous balance displayed. I mean, the crowd was basically stunned at how they were able to dismantle that defense.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Durant, the 3, and Ibaka, the 4. Will Barton is out there with Russell Westbrook, and it's Adams in at the 5. Now here's Freak. He had a career game last time out, bucket after bucket. 6 to shoot. Connects on the 17-footer. Freak's got his team on the board to start the game for the Timberwolves.
And those are the first points of the game.
Nice hoop to get the scoring started there.
Here's Westbrook. It's rebounded by Towns. Freak with it, guarded now by Durant. Now Freak. Wing shot on the way. Good. Freak's got his second basket of the night. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Here's Barton. And a miss there on the triple.
Boy, that's a surprising miss right there. He usually feasts on those wide-open opportunities.
Now here's Freak. Releases. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Freak's got 6. It's been a slow start here for Oklahoma City. Nothing yet up on the scoreboard for them. Their last encounter. Oh!
Oh, my goodness.
Did you see that?
Whoa!
Man, oh, man.
Playing smart offensively in the first half, no doubt about it.
Yeah, the numbers support it. I mean, they're shooting the much better percentage from the field so far.
And the lead now, double digits on that bucket. He's got 10. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Timberwolves?
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnovers.
There's the triple. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now, 6 for 8 on the night.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
And here's the 2K leaderboard with the teams that have really been controlling the boards during the past month. The Thunder in 4th.
I like how this team has been coming up big lately, Kevin. They seem to have a new dedication and energy to rebounding the ball, and it's paying off.
And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Jackson against Westbrook to end the drought. And that's 2 points on the layup.
And, guys, I was a bit worried, but now we all know the rim doesn't have a lid on it.
Yeah, you could actually feel the tightness and tenseness with each miss. I'm actually glad to see they got that first one out of the way. Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, you hope that's not indicative of the type of D they're going to play, because if they do, they're going to have struggles with him tonight.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Guys, I had a chance to talk with head coach Billy Donovan. The season series is tied at 1 apiece. I asked him the plan as they go for their second win. He said, we've got guys who can go up and finish around the rim, and as long as I'm coaching, that'll always be our first option. Guys, he makes no bones about it. He wants hard-nosed attack basketball. Back to you.
Thanks, Doris.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Now here's Freak, defended by Ibaka. For 3, and he hit. It's again from deep. 3 more points from Freak. Freak's got 19 points.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Greg, that's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
It's blocked. from deep. And it's Durant with the rebound.
And sometimes he can hit that deep three, but it's not a high percentage shot for him.
Yeah, even for him, that's out of his range.
Timberwolves leading by 15. Here's Freak. He's got 19. Good on the triple. 22 points for him.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Yeah, Greg, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Westbrook drives in. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Freak with it. He's got 22. But they'll get another chance. Pass to Mickey. Dishes it to Freak. From deep. Here's Jackson. Minnesota shooting their first free throws here for the night. And he makes the first. Both free throws good from Jackson. Thunder trailing by 18. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I was able to listen in on the Timberwolves head coach talking to his team. He said their plan was run their offense through Freak. That may be a strategy that comes as a little bit of a surprise, but Coach is showing a lot of confidence in his ability to produce an outstanding effort today. So still in the opening quarter, and already some adjustments being made. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks a lot, Doris. To the middle. And Towns the bucket on the assist by Freak. Towns has got his first 2 points.
Their defense just hasn't been able to slow them down.
And that's a big reason why they're trailing, surrendering too many easy baskets.
And already we've got a very lopsided edge on the boards for them.
Yeah, +5. As you mentioned, that didn't take very long, did it?
Pass to Mickey. Now here's Freak. He's covered by Westbrook. Just 5 to shoot. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. And it's Freak missing.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You've got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
Stolen away. Durant in the corner. Left side Westbrook. From the baseline. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Westbrook's got his third basket of the night right there. And here's Freak. 22 points for him. Wiggins outside. The feed now to Freak. Pass to Mickey. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. And the Timberwolves lead by 18.
And it's like raining buckets right now. I wonder if this is the early stages of a blowout.
Well, we've got to be careful. Don't want to get ahead of ourselves just yet. But it has been pretty ugly so far, no doubt about that.
Here's Freak. The dish to Towns. Jackson has the open look. Sinks the triple. Jackson's got 5 points so far.
You could not diagram a better way to open a quarter.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the lead they've jumped out to already. What a start.
The Thunder shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
And the Thunder with some changes. Henson's checked in for Ibaka. Ellington comes in for Will Barton. And it's Tony Roten in for Russell Westbrook.
You know, a team's rebounding is one of the great measures of its energy, and theirs has been terrific in the first quarter.
Yeah, they've brought it in terms of having another level of intensity right from the tip.
They've got themselves in front with some outstanding shooting right off the bat.
It's been a complete technical.
Oh, nasty.
How
Oh,
high
nasty.
did he get?
Wow, that was nasty.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. The pass to Ellington. Durant with a wide open look, and the three ball is good. Durant's got himself on the board with 3 there.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
Now here's Freak. Defense is right there. Lets the 3 fly. That's good. Freak's got 29.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Throws it up high.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
And those are 2 teammates right there working in rhythm, one setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
Shot from the wing. The rebound by Roten. For Oklahoma City, they've gone an even 50% from the field. They are 7 of 14 for the game.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Here's Freak, and again it's Minnesota.
He's looking confident right from the opening tip.
Oklahoma City's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. And that one's good, Roten. Roten's got his first bucket of the night.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
Here's Freak. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Freak's got 33.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
And the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul. Here's Durant. Again, Oklahoma City.
And you could tell they had that play ready to go. Well done on the inbound.
Now, Freak. Good if it goes. And it's in. Oh, wow. He nails the buzzer beater.
What a 3 at the horn as they end the quarter on a high note.
Couldn't agree more. That'll give him a nice little lift.
And Serge Ibaka, becoming known for his shooting ability now, he talked about the confidence his teammates and his coach instilled in him. Well, if you wonder how much difference a coach can make for a player. Minnesota making some changes. Towns, he's checked in for Monroe, for Ellis. And Freak subbed in for Reggie Jackson. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Ibaka comes in for Quincy Acey. Taking a look at the Thunder. Down low, it's the international combo of Ibaka and Adams. Russell Westbrook out there with Tony Roten. And it's Durant in at the 3 slot. Westbrook, no good. Timberwolves leading by 19. Now here's Freak. He's got 36. From the arc, and that one's good. Freak's got 39.
Nice stroke from long range, and if he keeps getting those opportunities, he better take them.
And it's Westbrook, that time on the assist from Roten. Roten's got 3 assists in the game. Well, traditionally, many of the great free throw shooters have come from the point guard ranks. Here are the ones leading the league this year. Freak, number 1.
He's been a model of consistency at the free throw line all season. He's as dependable up there as he is on the floor at any given moment.
He runs their offense with tremendous poise, and he brings that same composure with him to the line every time he steps up there.
Wayne Ellington's checked in for Roten. Here's Levine. He's got 5. Here's Freak. Fires for 3. Westbrook pulls it in.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
No doubt about it. The defense, you can see him exhaling right now. Fortunate that he didn't knock that one down. And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Towns. Ellington grabs the miss. Thunder trailing by 18. Passes it to Westbrook. From the wing. That doesn't go, but he's 5 for 11. Minnesota's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. There's a good screen. Now here's Freak. Ellington defending. 4 on the clock. Offensive rebound. Puts up the baby hook. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Over the last month, let's see, Kevin, where the Timberwolves stand in the league rankings. First in scoring, first in steals, and they're also number 1 in shooting percentage. This is a team that prides itself on taking high-quality shots.
And you go back to their offense, the most explosive in the league. I mean, everyone talks about the great offense beating great defenses, and I tell you what, they make it difficult to hang with them.
And Adams with the slam.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spots. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Freak with it. He's got 39. From deep. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City, coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
And listen, you have to take advantage of the freebies. And on that night, they did not, and that is why they just could not recover.
Exactly. I mean, they left too much cheese at the foul line. And in the end, it mattered on the scoreboard and cost them.
Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Thunder was just a man on a mission. He ended up with 65 points, and he did his thing on the defensive side as well, nabbing more than his share of steals. Numbers like that are rare to see by any player in a game he'll always remember.
Appreciate it, Doris. Thanks. Well, we've seen a lot of great players have a lot of great games, but that was something special.
And I love that no matter what approach they tried against him, nothing worked. I mean, he was ready for everything.
It makes you wonder what kind of defense they'll throw at him tonight. I mean, however they choose to play him, it's still going to take a special effort to keep him under control.
Charity stripe shot, and he gets it to go. Freak's got 41.
He's doing it all for them right now on the offensive side. No matter what the defense has done, they haven't been able to find an answer to stop him, and he's had an answer for every defense he's seen.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Ellington, the pass to Durant. Tipped away and stolen by Freak. .130 left here in the second. Feeds it to Ellington. Adams, right side. And that one's good.
What a job he's doing here. I mean, his second quarter has been even better than his first, and that was pretty good.
He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1. And the free throw, no good.
Looking at the game Adams has been having, he's got 11 points and 1 steal. This is something special. I mean, he hasn't missed a single shot.
It's really hard to put in words just what he's doing out on the floor.
Kevin, I tell you, his three-point shot has looked awful here in the second quarter. He's trying to shoot his way out of his slump, but he needs to give it a rest and try something else.
Freak with it, guarded now by Durant. And the basket good. Freak's got 48.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Westbrook dishes to Adams. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. 30 seconds left to play here in the half. Freak Kevin Durant with the rebound. Durant's got his 4th rebound in this one. Ellington kicks to Westbrook. Pass to Ellington. Back to Westbrook, right at the free throw line, and the jumper is good. Westbrook's got 18 points.
He's got some serious momentum going right now. He's been great all day. Even last game, he was on fire.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm Ernie Johnson. And on tap tonight, it's the Minnesota Timberwolves going up against the Cavaliers out in Cleveland. For the Cavaliers, they went 2-0 against this team last season, looking to continue that string of victories tonight. Karl Anthony Towns out of Kentucky, just an incredibly mobile big man. How about his NBA future, Shaq?
You know, he could play either the 4 or the 5 and be pretty effective. He gets up and down the floor very well for his size, and guess what, Ernie?
What?
He's from Jersey.
Really? I did not know that. You're just a Jersey historian. I didn't know that. Towns gives you a lot, though. He gives you a little bit. For a big man, he can run the floor, like Shaq said. He gives you the versatility.
We've got basketball action at Quicken Loans Arena in downtown Cleveland, Ohio, the home of the Cavaliers, live on 2K Sports. So for the Cavaliers, their last game, a loss to the Nets. And that does your confidence guys no favor. They got manhandled in that one. It wasn't pretty.
Probably their poorest defensive effort all season long. I mean, at home, that kind of D is not going to cut it. Never mind when you're on the road.
Hey, I don't know, guys. This may be all speculation. Perhaps they had a bad flight into town the night before, and we all know a rough flight in can lead to turbulence on the court.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Wiggins outside at the 3 with Anthony Towns at the 4. Freak is out there with Jackson, and it's Monroe in at the 5. So he gets the whistle, contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. The Timberwolves shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And they've shot the ball well this season in terms of their attempts, 81%.
Yeah, in general, they've been very solid. I mean, free throw shooting isn't something they've had to worry about too much this season, guys.
And it's Smith missing. Now it's ended down to Doris Burke, who was able to talk with head coach Tyronn Lue.
We discussed their game plan defensively, and he mentioned that controlling Greg Monroe will be crucial. He said Monroe is a guy who can score inside, rebounds well, and his passing really sets him apart. Their offense runs best when it goes through his hands, so pressuring him and staying vigilant is essential for us. Guys, can they slow him down?
And as always, Doris, thank you. And here is Irving. Following the three-pointer by Freak, Smith, no luck.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Screen by Monroe. That pushes it to double digits. And it's 9 points for Freak.
And you know what? They've been on a nice run here, had the ability to widen the gap. Now they are rolling.
Yeah, back-breaking run, really exposing the weaknesses in their defense.
Now, here is Smith. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against the Nets in Brooklyn.
It took them a while, but finally they take the lid off.
You know, sometimes all it takes is one to get a team going. We'll see if that's the case here.
Jackson, off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
4 or 5 shots have dropped for them already. Not a bad way to get things started.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Beyond the arc, and Channing Frye hits from deep. Frye's got himself on the board with 3 there.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
And that one's good. Freak.
All these open threes they're giving up have really been the driving force of this run.
And the points are starting to add up in a hurry, especially when you're giving up those looks from deep.
Now, here is Smith. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Clock at 6. The feed to Tyler. Lets it go with a 3. And it's Smith missing.
Even against solid defense, he's still going to try to continue to make that shot.
And I wouldn't bet against him in that situation the next time out.
The Cavaliers trail by 11. Dishes it to Frye. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Frye's got 6 points.
Yeah, it's such a sweet three-point stroke there, and it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter. And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after one or two wide open looks at the three-point shot. But it seems like they have just not figured it out.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I was able to listen in on the Timberwolves head coach talking to his team. He said their plan was run their offense through Freak. On the days when he gets going, he can be a huge contributor, and coach is obviously hoping this is going to be one of those days. Guys, we'll just have to watch how it plays out here in the first half. Kevin, back to you.
And thank you, Doris.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
And they may have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc.
Looking at Minnesota, they took the win in their last game against the Nuggets.
And in that game, guys, I mean, the beneficiary of what was some very lackluster defense being played against them.
Agreed, guys. It was really quite shocking and disappointing how many free runs to the hoop they got.
You can see the frustration in the quarter on his face, especially with his team trailing.
He's feeling it. Can't get it to go. Good work defensively by Smith. And stolen by Freak. Wiggins outside. Finished off the break.
And a huge lead here early to start.
Boy, you know, right from the tip, there's not anything they haven't done well so far.
That's good. Irving's got his first 2 points of the night.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Here's Freak, and he really played well against Denver. Three-pointer, and again, Minnesota with the triple.
They're getting a bunch of their points outside of the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from three-point range.
The defense is just not closing out quick enough.
Smith with a wide open look. Again, the miss by Smith.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Boy, he shredded the D with the patented crossover, but just couldn't convert.
Irving kicks to Tyler. Pass to Smith. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Smith's got 6.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
Poked away. And the dunk by Towns.
It's taken them no time to build this lead up. Great first quarter offensively.
But no time to relax here. They've got to keep the pressure on with the defense, and I think they've got to try to put this one away early.
A different look now for Cleveland. Amon Shumpert has come in for Tyler. Well, Cleveland shooting under 40% all in all for the game. On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. The athletic duo of Levine and Wiggins on the perimeter. Then it's Greg Monroe. Then it's Freak. And it's McLeod in up the 4 slot. Kicks it to Tyler. Shot clock at 3. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. And it's Smith missing.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboards.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list.
Freak. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, you may not be as lucky next time down if you're the defense. You cannot allow him to get those kinds of looks.
Wiggins outside. The 3-ball. Levine can't hit.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And that one's good, Shumpert. Here's Freak. He's got 29 points. Monroe right side. Freak dishes to Levine. It's deflected. Left side, Shumpert. They double him with Freak. That's a 2 from Smith. Cans the shot from the wing. Smith's got 8 points.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And, Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
And here we go. Freak heading to the hoop.
Oh!
Wow!
Kevin, he's definitely making his presence felt here in the first half. He's been very effective so far.
Now here's McDermott. 11 points for him in that last game against the Nets in Brooklyn. There's the pick. Now the pass to Arnold. Here's Shumpert. That 3 off the mark.
You know, so many games are decided by which team wins the rebound battle, and that's held true in this one so far.
And, Clark, their effort on the glass has given them the advantage, but it's also been the effort in general that's made a difference.
Kyrie Irving's checked in for Cleveland. Smith kicks to Irving. Lets it go from 11, and it's Freak with the rebound. Minnesota's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Smith with the defensive effort.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted, and really, I like the movement and communication there.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
And Freak throws it down.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Drops in the tray off the fast break. Freak's got 39. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Timberwolves?
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
Now here's Freak. He's got 39. Tries it from 19. That's good. Freak's got 12 now in this quarter.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Irving kicks to Tyler. He feeds it to Smith. Passes it to McDermott. He dishes it to Irving. And another miss by Cleveland.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And Freak throws it down.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Cleveland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here in the second. Outside Irving. Irving double-teamed. Looking to end the run. A nice shot by Tyler. Tyler's got his first points in this one.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
Here's Freak. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
This guy's putting on a clinic out there. Everything is sound and sharp and crisp. He's really the centerpiece of their offense.
To the paint. Shoots the 3. The shot is off. Cavaliers go the other way with it. J.R. Smith on the wing. 8 points for him. Wide open, couldn't capitalize.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Ellis is checked in.
Another gap in the defense found there, and they've really had their number today.
Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Freak. Oh, and he's going up for the alley-oop here. And the jam by Levine.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Here's Freak. And Shumpert pulls it down.
Hey, I like creativity and a circus finish as much as anybody, but you better be sure you got a chance to make it.
And through
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Ernie Johnson welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm here with Shaq and the Jet. Moments away, it'll be the Minnesota Timberwolves going up against the Phoenix Suns. For Phoenix, this is a team they played pretty well against last season, going 3-1. They'll look to keep that edge tonight. Already in this new year, we've seen several teams establish themselves as frontrunners.
Home court belongs to the Timberwolves in this one as we bring you a Western Conference matchup here live from the Target Center in Minneapolis. Happy holidays, everyone, from all of us at 2K Sports. And do we have a present for you today? This is Kevin Harlan. Joining me, Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and courtside Doris Burke. A good game here would get this road trip started confidently for the Suns. Winning their last 3 games, they'd like to make that 4 in a row here tonight.
It seems like it's all coming together, guys. The coaching staff has gotten through to the players. Everybody is buying in, and it's a wonderful thing when the entire roster is on the same page.
It sure is, Greg. I mean, you've been on teams like that where everything is running smoothly. We knew that was the potential of this team, but they're living up to it and performing at a remarkably high level.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. We've got Booker. He's out there with Bledsoe. Len out there with Warren. And Towns, the bucket on the assist by Freak.
That's just run-of-the-mill for him. A typical day at the office. He's one of the more skilled offensive players out there.
They set the pick. Len sets a screen for Warren. Out to the right wing. Just 5 to shoot. Len kicks to Warren. Bremer, good on the 13-footer. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Now here's Freak. What a tremendous game he played against Cleveland. The 3, and the shot is good. Freak's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Now here's Bledsoe. Not a lot of room. The shot misses. Stolen by Len. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Towns sets the pick for Freak. Shot clock at 6. Takes the 3, and another 3 for Minnesota.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Here's Freak. He has 6. Stolen by Len. And here is Warren. The pass to Bledsoe. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Freak passes to Levine. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
And I tell you what, anytime you get those easy ones, that basket starts to get bigger.
The dish to Warren. Passes to Bledsoe. Len sets a screen for Bledsoe. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Oh, that's a close call there on the illegal screen.
But I'd go along with it, Greg. I mean, it didn't look like his feet were set to me.
Freak. And another 3 for Minnesota.
This looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
I don't know. There might be more defense in the warm-ups. Right now, these are just shooting game shots. And fancy finishes like that look great, but, man, it's embarrassing when you blow them.
from 18 feet away. No luck. So Phoenix will take it the other way. Coming into this, having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
And across the board in that game, guys, they shot the lights out.
Rarely do you see a team shoot like that from everybody. I mean, they were getting scoring from every position all over the court.
And Phoenix has possession, following the bucket by the Timberwolves. And it's Bledsoe off the drive to stop the run. Does not find the basket. His second miss. He's now 1 for 3. Freak with it, now guarded by Len. And that one's good. Freak.
The D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been of the three-point variety.
And you need the defense to stop the bleeding.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I was able to listen in on the Timberwolves head coach talking to his team. He said their plan was run their offense through Freak. Coach wants to get him involved early so he can establish a strong presence at that end of the floor and provide them with a well-balanced offensive attack. We'll be watching how these adjustments work. Kev, there's still a lot of time left in this game.
Thanks, Doris. Dishes to Levine. Off target with his 3. Suns trail by 10. Bledsoe kicks to Booker. Back to Bledsoe. Knocks it loose. And stolen by Freak.
It's taken them no time to build this lead up. Great first quarter offensively.
But no time to relax here. They've got to keep the pressure on with the defense, and I think they've got to try to put this one away early.
Fires the 3. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him. Thus far, he has only missed 2 shots from the floor. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
Yeah, the other thing, though, is they have attacked in the open floor. They're definitely getting a lot of easy ones that way.
Now, Freak, following the three-point attempt by Eric Bledsoe. Here's Freak, and again it's Minnesota.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Bledsoe kicks to Len. Pass to Warren. They need this. Phoenix, no good that time either. Minnesota leading by 17. Freak with it. He's got 19. There's a good screen. From past the arc, no good. Good D by Bledsoe.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Now here's Booker. Playing Houston, he was nearly unstoppable.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game.
That one goes. Count it.
Outstanding start from three-point range. Their shooters are on fire.
Really makes them a hard team to guard because they space you out so well.
And here's a list of players that have been coming through for their team on both ends of the floor. The point guards with the most steals over the course of the last month. Freak, number 1.
And despite the offensive responsibilities that come with being a point guard, I think he may enjoy the defensive aspect of the game even more.
Well, he should enjoy it as good as he is as a defender. I mean, if he's on you, you can't relax at all. He gives opposing point guards nightmares. Activity, energy are just too much for some guys to deal with.
Screen by Smith. And the foul called on Freak. That is his first foul of the game. Phoenix with the ball. They trail by 18. And that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
Screen by Monroe. Here's Freak. Connects from three-point range. Freak's got 27 points.
The defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
When that happens, you simply just hope they start cooling off.
And Phoenix has possession. Kicks it to Knight. 6 on the shot clock. The three, and he gets it to go. Knight's got 5.
And how about that for a response?
Well, it sounded as though, or at least it looked as though it sounded like, we'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Ariza's checked in. It's deflected and stolen by Ariza. Here's Freak. It's good from long range. Freak's got 30.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
Here's Bremer. And it's Freak with the rebound. Minnesota leading by 19 points. 1:27 left in the first quarter of the game.
And really, that's what built the early lead here. Killer shooting from beyond.
And the defense needs to recognize that and get to the shooters. It's imperative that they...
Both teams will make substitutions. And, guys, they look to set it up in the half court.
And that's where the struggles have been, in the half court, Kevin. They just have not been able to execute.
Well, that's when you got to rely more on your defense and try to get out in the open floor. Oftentimes, you can develop your rhythm offensively when you get easy baskets.
Freak in at point guard. Mickey out there with Trevor Ariza. Then there's Towns, and it's Levine in at the 2. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. They get a hand on it, and stolen by Freak.
And you can see the difference with their ability to win with their speed, guys.
Boy, I love the pace and flow that their open court offense has been played with. I mean, it's been humming quietly but very efficiently.
Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And he does it again. What can you say? The defense continues to allow him to get open out there. They've got to know that he can knock down that shot. Put somebody on him.
They set the screen. Len dishes to Bledsoe. And stolen by Freak. Fires it up. Bledsoe with a defensive effort.
And even though he missed that, you have to take those shots when you get the opportunity.
Exactly. They don't come much better or easier than that.
Booker the pass to Len. 6 to shoot. Bledsoe outside. That doesn't go either for Bledsoe.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
And that one's good. Freak.
That's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Let's face it, the defense is a step slow. You've got to take away the airspace.
And stolen by Freak. Puts up a 3. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And, Greg, it's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Yeah, Greg, you know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
And the foul called on Freak. That's foul number 2 for him. Ellis, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. And the Suns also making a change. Jameson's checked in. Stolen by Levine. Here's Freak. Non-stop scoring machine here. No good with the triple.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, you may not be as lucky next time down if you're the defense. You cannot allow him to get those kinds of looks.
Jamison kicks to Warren. 4 on the shot clock. They need this one. And that one comes up a bit short.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
Here's Freak. The three-pointer, no good. Looking at Minnesota, they took the win in their last game against Cleveland.
And they ran their offense nearly to perfection in that one. Very few possessions were wasted.
Yeah, they put the mute button on them that time. I mean, in front of a hostile crowd, they never let the fans get going. They silenced them over and over again with big, timely shots.
Now Bledsoe. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Houston. And stolen by Freak. And here we go. Freak heading to the hoop. Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Cavaliers got the job done. He had 61 points, and he got there with his usual way. Just an impressive barrage of threes. What a show it was as he put up some really amazing numbers when it was all said and done. Even we marveled at his performance, Kevin.
Thanks for the great report, Doris. Guys, the way he carried them that night, I thought was truly incredible.
Unreal. I mean, he was literally on another planet in that game. He did it all on the floor.
What's interesting to me, guys, is to see how much energy he's able to play with here tonight. I mean, his legs still have to be a little heavy from that last game.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
And continuing to cough it up here, the TOs threatening to cost these guys the game.
Yeah, you want to get a shot every time down, even if it's a tough shot. Any shot is better than no shot. You just don't want to turn it over.
And he gets it to go.
Oh, terrific move there. I think he may need to check those ankles. He just left the defender on the ground.
That is a highlight and a half, guys, or a highlight plus. Anytime you shake a guy out of his shoes like that, it's going to make the rounds for sure.
Len, a screen. 5 to shoot. Jamison, no luck.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
And it's Bledsoe off the drive. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession.
And a moment now to check out the numbers for Ellis. Tops in scoring, first in steals, and he's as good as it gets from three-point land. In fact, the best percentage that we have in the league.
And I tell you, his scoring abilities are almost otherworldly. I mean, no one's been able to slow him down or even come close.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Andrew Wiggins checked in for Mickey, and it's Jackson in for Levine. The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play. The Suns shooting their third free throw shot of the game.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
That's been one of the strongest aspects of this team this season. I mean, there have been very few off nights for them at the free throw line.
Back to Jamison. Wide open look. The rebound by the Timberwolves. This game against Phoenix here, it's the first look at the Suns.
And even though they were the better team overall, they actually lost the season series against this club a year ago.
Yeah, and for them, that was a bit embarrassing. So expect them to come back with a point to prove tonight. And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the boards.
You know what? No rebounds, no rings, and they've controlled the boards, and that's what's given them control of this game. He just exudes a love of the game, guys. You can see it in everything he does. This guy lives and breathes the game.
Good.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
And it's Freak missing.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
That drops. Monroe's got 4 this quarter.
And guys, that kind of sums it up right there. I mean, one team getting after it, hustling the rebounds, the putbacks. The other team just a step slow.
And that one's good. Freak. Phoenix has gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. To the inside. Pass to Stinson. Jamison against Monroe. Phoenix needs to get off a shot. Bazemore for 3. The rebound by the Timberwolves. 1:03 left to play here in the second quarter. Freak. Kept alive, Minnesota. Wiggins. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Wiggins has got his first bucket in this one. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Let's pause for just a moment to see the teams that have been extremely effective with their point shooting this past month. The Timberwolves, number 1. The Suns in second.
And both of these teams are really lighting it up from long range, shooting with tremendous confidence. This is a great game to watch. You almost have to expect a shootout when they meet.
The Suns making a switch here. Knights checked in.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
You're exactly right. I mean, those come back to bite you every time, just like it's biting them now.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. And that one's good. Freak.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. They're really pushing them around. Straight bully ball. He is on fire from behind the arc.
Yeah, it seems like all of his points are coming from deep, Greg.
And stolen by Freak. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And that's how you make a steal.
Boy. Hi Stevie Bob. Let me get next.
Hello. One v one when you get paladins.
Hey, yo, right here. Let's go. I got next. I'm in.
Woo.
Hey, yo, right here. Let's go. I got next.
Girl, that's a booty hole. I'm gonna play Paladins, tell me when you wanna play.